Are you a young, passionate leader looking to grow, connect, and create a real impact? Then JCI Ibadan is the place for you. Join a global network of young, active citizens where leadership meets opportunity and networking leads to action. Develop your skills, expand your influence, and drive positive change in your community. Be the change. Join JCI Ibadan today. Follow us on all social media platforms at JCI Ibadan. JCI Ibadan. Lead, connect, impact.
Welcome back to the Chamberz. This is episode 2, like I said in the first part. This is where JCI Ibadan speaks and the world listens. And I'm still the host, Deda Akinola, JC Adedapo Akinola. I'm used to the Deda because that's my brand though. Yeah. And I still have JC Victoria with me and JCIN Ambassador, Happy Innocent Ezem.
Still welcome back, everyone.
All right. And we will be having a special guest. Our special guest is seated. Like I said before we came in on this, we started recording. Is a special guest and is someone that I respect so much because of his teas, especially. I mean, talk about Ujude Oba, talk about our guest. But before I let the cat out of the bag, a quick shout out to the brands that have supported us. LXA.ng, talking about delivery, international delivery, interstate delivery, anything you want to deliver, as long as it's legal, they are there for you. And also they do warehousing. Yeah, if you need a warehouse, they will do it for you. So you can just visit www.lxa.ng. Also, a quick shout out to MedLogix 247. Now they deliver your doctor prescribed, emphasis on the doctor prescribed drugs in under 45 minutes, straight to your home or hospital bed anywhere in Ibadan. You know, they are still in Ibadan, but they will soon go worldwide, and they are fast, reliable, life-saving. Also, a quick shout out to Senator Autos. Now, if you want to buy any car, whatever car, Cybertruck, trailer, what else? What kind of any car whatsoever? That is your sure plug. So shout out to all those brands for supporting the Chamberz. Now let's dive right into it. Our guest is the one and only Ogubado one and only. Yes, we have with us the past president, our distinguished past president, 2019 JCI Ibadan president, JCI Senator Oladimeji Adekanbi. You're welcome, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
it's good to be here.
Thank you for coming.
When I got the invite, I was a bit short of words. I said, "What again? God, I beg." These people driving me to now. I'm this kind of person. I just love to do my thing. Like, this is one thing I don't really like doing.
Okay, putting your face in the...
I prefer to engage people one-on-one, but when it comes to coming live like this to like talk to the people, wow,
you don't like
it's always difficult. But then, I mean, we're learning every day.
All right,
I'm getting used to it already.
All right, so
when you see me on TikTok, I'm sure a lot of people will be like, this is not the man that is always scared, but that is me when I want to do my thing alone.
Oh, okay.
But of course, coming out here too, and we'll get there.
Okay, before we...
Thank you for honoring the invite.
Thank you very much, madam. So nice to be here.
All right, so let's dive right into it. The first question I would like to ask is, I mean, it's obvious. You're the leader, you're the, how do I put it now, the brand of the Jollof Jaycee. And for people watching this podcast, especially people that want to join JCI, I mean, they must have heard the word Jollof Jaycee. What is Jollof Jaycee?
Jollof.
Exactly.
That Jollof.
Yes.
Oh, what a question. Okay, Jollof Jaycee. Yes, as we all know, we are all members of JCI, that's Junior Chamber International, and for the four of us here, our chapter is Ibadan. Yeah, of course, we have a lot of chapters in Ibadan, and of course, all over Nigeria and the world at large. But the word Jollof Jaycee, we are set up group all of us are JCs. We believe that, I mean, it shouldn't be business all the time. So like somebody like me, I'm not an official person like that. I mean, it even shows the way I dress. I don't really like, being too serious. So we have our leader Otumba Oladimeji Adekanbi is our Otumba, and of course we have members too. So it's not a very big group. We're just few people in a group that call ourselves Jollof Jaycees inside JCI Nigeria.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
So do we collect a form? How do we join?
How do we join? Or do we just...
Over the years, a lot of people have been trying to join us, but we choose to restrict. I mean, our membership, yeah, but
they invite their members.
but lately we are bringing in another thing. I'm sure we'll talk about that.
All right. So let's talk about JCI and JCI Ibadan. Why did you join? Where did you join? And why are you still active? Just 3 questions in one.
Okay. JCI Ibadan.
Yes, JCI Ibadan.
Oh, thank you very much, our moderator. Once again, my name is Oladimeji Adekanbi. They call me Ugo Ibadan. Yes, I still want to address that name, Ugo Ibadan. I don't know if you are going to ask me this question. Beautiful. Because a lot of people have been accusing me. Why are you going to call yourself Ugo? And now you did Ibadan. I think I want to use this medium to talk about it.
Okay.
So, JCI Ibadan. JCI Ibadan has been in existence for a very long time. I don't think I can remember the exact year now. If I'm not mistaken, in Nigeria, JCI Ibadan is the second chapter in Nigeria.
Yes, the second.
Aside from JCI Lagos Metro, if I'm not mistaken, JCI Ibadan is the second chapter in Nigeria. And not just only that. When I was in school, I've been a member of JCI since 2001. I joined JCI in my first year in school, and all through the year, the friends that I call my friends today, they are like 99.9999 of them are JCs. So practically, directly or indirectly, I live all my life up to date through JCs.
Wow.
So why JCI Ibadan? After my program in school, I mean, it took me like 2 or 3 years or thereabouts, if I'm not mistaken, to then think, okay, of course, because I wasn't financially stable back then too. So, but of course, people kept on asking me when I come to join the city chapter, because after being a member in the collegiate, I mean, some of us have that grace to join city chapter. I mean, the working class JCs. So at that point, the moment I made up my mind I want to join city chapter, I live in Ibadan. So I told myself, of course, and then I think we have about 4 chapters in Ibadan. Then we have the JCI Ibadan, we have JCI Oluyole, JCI Premier, JCI Olubadan. I think those are the 4 chapters we have in Ibadan back then. And for me, what we're doing at all is we're doing well. I told myself there's this chapter in Ibadan that one of the founders invited me that JC Adedemeji, we know you back then. You're coming from the collegiate. Can you come and can you come and join this chapter? And of course, if I'm power drunk, by then it's just for me to join a year, and the second year I'll be a president. So it's possible, let's say if I joined 2013 or 2014, by 2015 I must have served as president since 2015, but I told myself it's not just about joining a chapter, it's about joining the right chapter. So practically I went around Ibadan. I visited almost all the chapters. I think 3 of them were having their meetings then. I think the 4th one had small issue. They're still trying to find their feet. So I went to the 3 chapters, both Ibadan, the Oluyole, and I think Olubadan that year. I've also Premier. I can't really pick which of those 2 chapters there. So I went for their meeting, and of course, in the course of the meeting, I made up my mind. I still want to be part of JCI Ibadan. And again, not just that. When I was in school, I visited JCI Oluyole a couple of times. I mean, their GA. Okay. Likewise, JCI Ibadan too. In fact, something very strange happened. I call it strange or funny in one of my visits to JCI Ibadan. In the course of the training, we do have our training section during the General Assembly. So there was this section that JCI Senator Oladimeji, a very powerful JCI member today, JCI Senator today, came to train at the General Assembly. So, and of course, that is one thing. That's one good thing about JC is they train you, through our leadership training. You build yourself through that. Yeah. So, in the course of the training, and this is the training that everybody must participate. So, when it got to my turn, so I was asking I was asking a particular question, but instead of me to say, I think the response was supposed to be her mother. I've forgotten, but that's not the point. I think I used his mother. So, our very good daddy, my very good egbon, JCI Senator Olatunde Anifowoshe. And this part I'm going to say today, I don't think I've said it. I've not even shared anywhere before since I think about 2004 thereabout. Wow. Just after the section just came to me. He said, fellow JCs, he's not her mother, he's his mother. So I looked at him. I said, wow. So this man, he had the opportunity to correct me openly. But he doesn't want me to feel less of myself. He doesn't want me to feel ashamed, He came to me privately to correct me, and I just bowed down my head and I said, wow, if I have that opportunity, this room, I must come back. If God did not take my life, I must come back to join this people after my program in school. So after everything that I needed to decide which chapter I want to join, I chose Ibadan.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's actually
that's
good.
Cool.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so since 2001?
Okay.
All right, so you've remained active up to this point in time.
Yeah, sure.
Why? Because some people are falling by the wayside. We're not going to lie about that.
Definitely.
Some people have lost interest, you understand? But why have you still showed interest up to this point in time? Yeah.
Okay, so I joined JCI Ibadan in 2014. All thanks to my very good brother, friend, JCI Senator Olawale Bakare. Wale Bakare was on my neck that year. Adedapo, we served as president in 2008. So, and of course, we are done with school. I've been in Ibadan for some time now. So come and join Ibadan now. So he was on my neck, disturbing me day and night. Come back to Ibadan. I want you in Ibadan. I know what you're capable of doing, guys. Come and join Ibadan. So we have Kayode Adedayo, my own predecessor. And who else that year? Okay, I think it was Wale Bakare and Kayode that was. But Wale was a major. It was a person that kept on mounting pressure on me to come and join Ibadan. And joining Ibadan that same year in 2014, after my induction, I was inducted by my very good friend, because he's my friend. We do most of the international trips together that year. May God continue to be with him. JCI Senator George Beckhout. So after my induction in February, I was appointed as the chairman during the Southwest Conference. Back then we used to have Southwest Conference,
Okay.
So after that, that was in Ikonguse. It was a fantastic experience for me, because of course this is what I've been waiting for all the years. So immediately after my induction, they gave me the appointment. I took it up, and of course, in fact, I didn't even wait for people to contribute. I just used my money to buy ram and asun, e-goat, and of course we went to Kogose that year. It was all fun. We all had fun. We enjoyed ourselves. And coming back home again, they said I'm still going to do another task in the course of the year. So they appointed me as the chairman convention committee. That was the year JCI Senator Oladimeji became president. Okay, so I was a chairman for that convention that year too. And over the years, I think since that 2014 till I became president in 2019, I didn't go 1 year without an office or without having one task to do or the other. It was back to back for me. In 2014, aside from being a convention chairman, 2015 I was a director of what they call it, international affairs in 2015. So in 2016 I contested as vice president, which I became the first vice president. And Jibola Bakare, our Okoyawo tomorrow, was the second vice president that year. In 2017, I served as I think General Legal Counsel in 2017. And in 2018, I contested as the EVP, which of course I won too. And in 2019, JCI Ibadan said, "Come and be our leader." In 2019, so I became president in 2019. So, back to back, I was having one thing to do, one thing or the other to do. So, and of course, that really encouraged me a lot. Yeah, that really encouraged me a lot.
Yeah, so I'm going to ask, sorry to cut, because he has mentioned his journey so far.
Yeah.
And it looks, I feel very proud that because he inducted,
yeah.
I remember
The
that
president that inducted you.
I was inducted and he also gave me that duty. Maybe he's trying to play a clap back for what they did to me. But let us look at it, because a lot of persons complain. I don't want to say complain, I don't want to use the word nag. How have you been able to balance your journey thus far with your professional life? Now, if we want you to tell us about what you do and how you have been able to marry both your professional life, your work ethics, and being, because to have gone this far with JCs, is sure that you have been very diligent.
Oh.
How have you been able to balance it?
Oh, well, that's an interesting question, I must say. Coming from someone that I work in a petroleum industry. I don't want to mention the name yet, but if there's need for me to mention, there's nothing to be worried about. And of course, I also run my own automobile business by the side. Yeah, it has not been easy, I must say. It has not been easy. As a matter of fact, in 2019, when I want to serve as president in 2019, and that's one thing I also want people to learn from here. It's not just to say I want power. You have to be ready for it. It cost me a lot of things.
Wow.
Yes, in fact, as a matter of fact, I got a transfer from outside Ibadan to Ibadan so that I can concentrate more on JCI Ibadan for 1 year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sacrifice.
And towards the end of the year, I told them, I'm almost done. Can I go? And they took me out of Ibadan again to another state.
Oh.
So I lost money in the process by getting a whole lot of things. A whole lot.
Oh.
I remember the center, your place was at
Ogbomoso.
I mean, during your year of service, because I remember some of those as president we run to him for.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Along Green Road, yeah, Yanadio. My office or somewhere around Yanadio.
Okay, so you are trying to tell us that year was, in one word, sacrifice.
Sacrifice. That's the word. Yeah, sacrifice.
You had to spend some things.
Yeah, sure.
And if you have been at maybe Confab or AGM, you will see when the assembly asks president to be their spouses to say hello wife, hello husband. Are you giving us
your husband or your
husband
for 1 year?
It shows that truly a lot of sacrifice has gone into it.
Yeah, sure.
So because you are talking about sacrifice now, what do you have to tell, should I say, new JC,
incoming or newer,
on what it means, service to humanity, that sacrifice? What do you have to touch on that?
Okay, well, I wouldn't want to dwell so much on that because I can say categorically that a lot of people know what service to humanity is. But then I want people don't understand one part. There's this straight line in JCs that people fail to understand. Most especially the collegiate JCs. And some of our city chapter members too. A lot of people come to JCI because they feel when I get to JCI, I'm going to get connection. People will connect me. Like from there I'll get to know people. Even same thing. This almost similar thing happened to me, but my own case was a bit different. Maybe that's the reason why I'm still in JCs. Was my journey in JCI is not because I really needed that connection per se. I mean, I joined JCI when I was in school, like I said earlier, and was through a lady, a welfare director in my house that would live together. Our neighbor then just said, Ademeji, I know you like flexing. Can you imagine that back then? No. So we have an induction we are going tonight to. Sorry, on Saturday. I mean, that was on a Tuesday. That if you don't mind, if you want to go with me, no problem. My boyfriend is not around. I will go with you. And if you also have a friend of yours that you can invite. But no, it's not just you have to be formally dressed though. If you want to wear your suit, just make sure you are complete. If you are wearing your native attire, just make sure you are complete. And of course there's a delegate fee attached to it, so I'm going to pay that just to encourage you. So Mama Luther is there, her name is Lola, I will call her of course Mama Luther. I said, Mama, are you sure? He said, don't worry now. I was already looking forward to that event. So that Saturday evening, I mean, she told me, of course, she reminded me in the morning that we are going later today. I said, no, Lily, I'm ready. I don't already arrange my clothes now. I was already looking forward to it. So she came with SUG bus, put us as the bus. We drove to Jebu Jesha that year. So getting to the hotel, Floras B Hotel. The hotel is no more in existence now. So when we go to that hotel, driving into the hotel. Meanwhile, before then, of course, leaving the house for school, I just told myself one thing, that as I'm going to this school, I will not just allow school to pass through me. I will also pass through school. I want to have that mixed experience.
The full experience.
So I joined Guys Club. I think my first week in school, and in like 3 weeks I became an officer. I mean, AB Tapa back then, Ilya du Mountain, So I was really hot. But getting to JCI Oscotech induction venue, I started having another experience. I saw University of Jos bus, Student Union bus parked, Unilag, UI, Poly Ibadan. So in my head I was like, so I can be in this school and have friends in other schools. So it's actually possible. I think I'm interested though. So walking into the hall, I saw something that really amazed me. The sitting arrangements and the way people dressed. And knowing fully well that we're all students, that really got me. We're like, oh my goodness. Me that I think I don't wear by my best dress. Can't see people dress. I say, whoa. So I started introducing myself to people. My name is Olatunde Adekanbi. I'm from Oscotech. I'm from Unilag. I'm so. So in the long run, I was able to connect with few people, So leaving that place, I had another mentality about Jesus. I said, if this woman that brought me here today no go carry me go this their meeting, I didn't even wait for her. She traveled on Sunday. She said she'll be back on Tuesday, and we do have our meetings on Wednesdays. She didn't come back till I think Friday. I went there myself. I went to their meeting myself. When I got there, they were introducing themselves. Our long president that year we used LOM. Our long president. I was writing everything down because I don't want to make mistakes. And JCs, you have to introduce yourself. It's important. So when they got to my turn, I just stood up. My long president, all of them looked at me like strange face. They started laughing. Don't laugh at it. Just calm down. You should calm down. Sorry, are you part of us? I said yes, and I'm here. And I said no, that's how we do it. That year, the president made me his PA, and of course, the growth started from there. So, going back to your question, I'm sorry that I have to go this route. Joining JCs is a lovely thing, but the commitment aspect, you have to be ready for it. It is not everybody that will benefit from JCI. So for those that are coming with that impression that they said it's an organization now, of course I'm going there to benefit. No, it is not. You may not get what you are coming for. But as you are coming to benefit from JCI, then have you also asked yourself, what are you giving back in return? And that's a mistake most people made. And once they cannot find their feet, they just get tired and they leave. You just find out you don't see them all of a sudden.
Wow.
Have I answered your question?
Yeah, thank you so very much, sir. As a relatively new JC, because I still got myself.
You're not new. You joined last year.
Baby JC.
Okay.
All over Nigeria.
Ogobado has been an inspiration to me when it comes to the social part of JC. It gives a balance for me as a person.
Testimony time.
Yes, because JCI when I first said they were looking like professional kind of setup, but when I remember when I went for the Northern Conference last year in
Abuja.
I did not even know in Kano, sir.
Okay. In the Kano,
yes, Lukachi Yayi. When I went for it, I was lost because I let me just say I was seeing myself alone. The guys have gone. I was the only lady from JCI Ibadan, and I couldn't find anybody that Timo Fojujo kind of. So, and I was surprised to see. It just working, and I was wow. That moment, I felt at home. My daddy is here. You guys can do anything. So, it actually, for me personally, it gives me a balanced kind of view to JC. That it's not only professional.
There's always a side to it.
There's always a side to it, and I would like you to please tell us 2 unforgettable moments. Just two.
We know you have plenty.
Yeah,
Jollof.
answer our question.
Jollof moments.
Yes, that's question 1A. My own one big that I don't want you to forget telling us how you came about your Ogobadan. You mentioned earlier.
Okay.
Ogobadan. So
that name.
There's a song that now trends. When I hear that song, I just remember.
Same here.
So as you answer our question, Ezem was infused that into voice.
Two unforgettable Jollof experience.
Because I know you have a lot. So
Wow, where do I start from now?
Jollof ti pọ̀jù.
So I don't want to mention two now and leaving this room. I'm not
Another one.
baddest, you know.
maybe you start with the one that is coming to mind now.
Okay, the Jollof, right? Mm-hmm. So in 2015, myself, that year it was immediate past president George Breakout, Senator Wale Bakari, Senator Yola Folayan. Who else do we have on that trip? I think those are. Then of course we have our leader in Ibadan, JCI Senator Olatunde Agbeja. Baba was on that trip too, and few other JCs from Ibadan. We went to Ghana for Africa and Middle East Conference. I think and that was my first international conference. I mean, after joining City Chapter. So I was going with the impression that let's just go and do the thing the way we used to do it, you know. But George Beckout, our past president George Beckout did not tell me anything. Like I could recall I approached him that guy, this one would be good like this. Anything. Said, no worry now, no worry. We'll see what we can do, you know. So getting to Ghana, excuse me.
Ezem.
The taxi that picked us from the airport to our hotel, I was only me and him inside that taxi. So we are just having a normal conversation. And in the long run, we realized that we had to tell this taxi man to abandon his work for about 5 days that we're in Ghana. So he was our official driver.
For the 5 days.
For that 5 days. So when others are, I mean, of course, me and him, we share same apartment in the hotel. So when others are going for training, you know, I can practically see that from morning till from the night till the following morning, we are sleeping. No. We are either having one thing or the other, you know. But the normal time that I was supposed to go for training and we are sleeping. The only thing we do is after everything now we just guy, you never wake up. Yeah, stand up, let's go now. Just go and eat. Then after eating, then we join them at the training section. Anyone that we meet, we just do it like that. Once it's 9 o'clock, we're out again.
Italawa.
You know, we are out again. And of course, being the first time, and we don't just do JC thing alone. I mean, see us at the beach side like almost every night. Even there was this club that they didn't even want us to. They don't want us to enter because they felt. I mean, they don't want Africans there. And you know, this person I'm talking about is. I mean, of course, it's connected. He picked his phone and called the consular. Place. The guy came there. They opened the. In fact, I think we were just. It was just 2 of us that are Africans inside that club that night. That were blacks. Just 2 of us. Was crazy. So after that experience, so coming back home, and that is where the name Baddest came out. You know, I used to call him the Baddest. Yeah, I'll tell you, George, you are the baddest. You say you are the baddest. You are the baddest. You are the baddest. You know,
We
can't. And later, you know, you just have to accept the title that he is the baddest. You know. So, and of course, after that trip, I mean, we all look forward to another trip. We went to Mauritius. We had similar experience, you know. It was all good. And I can't just...
You can't just say... You know,
it's a lot.
You know, because of our time, tell us about Ogobadan. How did that name? Ogobadan, that brand.
Okay, yeah. I think I've been looking forward to opportunity to talk about this.
Okay.
In fact, as a matter of fact, even in my family, there was a day my brother said, this one everybody is calling you Ogobadan everywhere like this. Now what for you? I just shake my head because I feel that I should not respond to him because there's actually no reason to respond to him, you know. But then I believe one thing, just like what my mom told me when she heard that name. My mom said, when I said nobody should call me that name, my mom said, Alayeduke. Orúkọ méjì láyé máa ń pè yàn. What if you are being given the other one? What do you want to do? And other names. So Taiba Peluru rere, accept it in good faith. Then start telling God that how long Ogo Ibadan pe mi ma ko je ko Ogo Ibadan nìkan ṣe mi logo àgbáyé o. So that you not be limited to Ibadan alone. You know, so in fast forward to 2018 during my installation as president, or let me say investiture, that was the year Senator Oladimeji Adekanbi, my very good brother, was handing over to me as his successor. So I mean, we used MAV 21 that year. I mean, we had a lot of our friends around, and this jackpot thing never happened that time. So I mean, I just still full now. You know, the Femi Alagbalas, the Femi Fadairo from Abuja, I mean, plenty of them. I can't even start mentioning names. Black Key and the rest. So during I think it was during the transfer of chain of office, I wasn't there, but I could recall it was Small God, that's JCI Senator Oladimeji Adekanbi that started that thing. Because I was looking at them from afar, you know. I of course the seats, and me, I was somewhere at the other side of the hall here. So I was just hearing, oh go Ibadan, oh go Ibadan. They were clapping, you know. At the point they had to stand on their feet and start clapping. So in my head I was like, initially I looked at the entrance, probably someone was walking in, but I didn't see anybody. So in my head I'm like, so what's this name for? I mean, where is it coming from? So after they transferred the chain, you know, during I mean, I was going around to appreciate people, you know. So when I got to that particular table, I had to stop. That guy have a bullet, you are the Ogo Ibadan now. You are the face of Ibadan. You know, start clapping, calling me that name. So after the whole thing, I went to Dipo. I said, Dipo, come, hear me. I don't understand. What is this Ogo Ibadan thing? He said, Oremi, like my friend, that is the name we'll be calling you henceforth to. And that was it. Changed your name. I said, from Dimeji to Ogo Ibadan. I said, Oga, that is your name now. So I said, okay, no wala. So I mean, even this very name, just that at a point, a lot of people don't have choice again, and you will agree with me, that is why we are human. I mean, some persons in Ibadan will be like, Shebo Bawambeni, then why would they be calling him Ogo Ibadan? You know? But because God sees my intention, is not even. I was denying it that I don't want. Not until my mom told me, Oga, no, you have just to accept it. And not just that. After the investiture, you know, we all left. I started my year. Thank God it was around, you know. And this is one thing about me. When people believe, what can you do? And I can tell you for free that I'm not going to mention names, but a lot of people, or let me say some set of people, feels you can't do so much because they feel they know my capacity. Who is it? You cannot do so much. So, knowing fully well that people don't really think I can do so much, some people think I can't do so much. I came out to say, okay, I'm going to put in my very best, and this my year must be one of the year you will always remember in Ibadan. Wow. And until date, I think I still have the highest award in the year. Wow. I still have the highest number of inductees in the year. 36. Nobody has beat the record till date.
Wow. That's interesting.
One of his products is
it's a living witness, you know.
Okay.
So when we now go fast forward to when we got to the following year, my year as president, when we got to Port Harcourt for Southern Conference, it was that year that they started the merge the south, the southeast, and the southwest together. They not stand on their own. So in a year, before we used to have area conferences, Southwest Conference, Southeast Conference, South Conference, the Northern Conference. But now they now feel like, okay, like it's a bit tiring that they should just collapse everything and of course just make it two, you know. So when we got to that conference, we drove all the way from Ibadan. It was a fantastic trip. Living challenge for Port Harcourt. I drove my Corolla that year. My very good brother, my successor, Femi Marcus, drove his pilot. Kunle drove his RS330 that year because just bought that Lexus that year, you know. 3 of us on the road. We have members. Aisha was on that trip to Port Harcourt. I think who else? Aisha. Then what was this is my peers in MEC. I think that they, of course, Marcus drove his own car. Okay, some members from UI2 joined us on that trip and a few other people. Okay. You know, so when we got to Port Harcourt, it was a very stressful journey because customs were stopping us on the road and all of that. Only we were stopping because he just bought the car,
Okay.
So when we got to Port Harcourt, it was very tiring, and sitting back somewhere to say, let me just rest. Well, of course, trying to check in and all in the hotel. I just saw this person walking. He said, "So you are the Ogo Abi?" I was like, Egbami. I was like, and the lady is not from Ibadan. She's fine. She's not even from the southwest. She's from the south.
Wow.
I first look at her like, Ogo Ibadan. Okay. So practically during that conference, before the end of that conference, I don't even have choice to accept, because some don't even know my name again.
It's just a good All right.
So after that moment, I said, "Okay."
You just accepted it, and that was it.
I've come to stay.
Yes.
And here we are today.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. I mean, it's been a pleasure. There's stories we could hear stories for years, for days, and we hope to also have those memories. We've started piling up our own stories and all that. Special thanks to Ogobadan, JCI Senator Oladimeji Adekanbi for coming on this podcast. It's been a pleasure and all. And I'm sure that a lot of people you've learned a lot from this short story. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, JCI Ibadan. And also, in the next episode, we'll bring in another special guest. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, this is Victor.
Thank you, sir.
Namaste. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. And let me also say this before I leave this room. I want to say a very big thank you to JC Deda Akinola. Thanks for the invite. I really appreciate it. And let me also say a very big thank you to JC Victoria for being part of this show. They're my very good friend, Happy Innocent. Because I'm innocent, and I always want to be happy, so I always claim his name. Yeah. This is one of my products, and I'm so proud it's going very fast. I look forward to seeing you as a world president one day. May God keep us. May God keep us, and give us the strength to do that.
Amen.
And very importantly, I want to use this opportunity to appreciate Madam President for what she has done. Sincerely, we're going to the extension will continue when we get to the July conference. I must say that she has really impressed me this year.
Wow.
Yes. And funny enough, let me now bust your bubbles. I never give her shishi. She just the walk, they go like. But I am super proud of her.
Wow.
I know, and I'm not expecting anything less. Why? Because I said I inducted 36 members in 2019. She was the brain behind the induction. I just told her,
Director of membership.
She was my director of membership and welfare that year in 2019. I said, Jumoke, I have a task ahead of me. Give me 40. If you cannot do 40, do 35. She said, Madam, Mr. President, is that what you want? Done. So against all odds or any excuse, she would rather come back to me and say, Mr. President, we have a target. Are we still in power? I said, why not? And let me also use this opportunity to advise the incoming ones. Don't think you can do it alone. That is one style that I used in my year that really worked for me. You can. In fact, as a matter of fact, this is one organization that I know that if you feel you know better, they will rubbish you. So just keep your head low.
Learn.
Just don't feel I know it all. Don't do over sabi. And for whatever thing you want to do, most especially as president, carry your your board members, starting from the executive board, carry them along. And everything is not official. Just the way we are doing Jollof, that is not official. Everything is not official. There are some things that some even prefer you come to them unofficial rather than treating them officially. Because if you give it to them officially, they will return it back to you officially. So my own style when I was president, I would rather go before I will set up anything, I will reach out to Happy, I will reach out to Deda, I'll call Victoria, I'll call this is my brother. Behind the camera, before the meeting will start at all, I will tell them what I want. Meanwhile, I will not let Deda know that I've reached out to Happy. I will not let Victoria know that I've reached out to Deolu. Laolu. I will do everything behind everyone. So I'll just say, my brother, I'm calling you in confidence to say, you go help me now. Make I feel I'll be your president now. I know so you like me. So this is what I want to. We're going to discuss at the board meeting, So in his mind, he will think, Mr. President, I will respect you, but you can reach out. See, I've done that same thing to everybody. So coming to the board to present anything, my board in 2019 did not rubbish anything I brought to them.
Wow.
From January to December.
Okay. I mean,
So once again, thank you so much for this time. I really appreciate it. If I want to start talking now, maybe
another time. Thank you so much.
Very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Are you a young, passionate leader looking to grow, connect, and create a real impact? Then JCI Ibadan is the place for you. Join a global network of young, active citizens where leadership meets opportunity and networking leads to action. Develop your skills, expand your influence, and drive positive change in your community. Be the change. Join JCI Ibadan today. Follow us on all social media platforms at JCI Ibadan. JCI Ibadan. Lead, connect, impact.